Hi, it's Cece from Cece Restyled, and today we're going to be using clearly aligned decor stamps from Redesign with Prima on a drawer face. You can use these stamps on drawer sides, drawer faces, on your artwork, home decor, furniture, walls. They're really cool. They are like your typical decor stamp, you would think, but they are rigid enough where you don't need an acrylic block for the back, so you can just apply your ink and stamp your impression. So obviously I've used this one a couple times. This is Imperial Crackle. So it's got this really pretty damask pattern and then a crackle pattern. So my decor stamp, like I said, it's rigid enough that you don't need a wood block, and it's flexible enough that you can go around curves. You don't have to stick to flat surfaces, so that's really cool. And my stamp actually fits perfectly down into my drawer face here. So as you can see, it fits right down in there. I've taped off the areas where I don't want to have any excess ink, or where I don't want to be messy, basically. So what we're going to do is apply our ink, or in this case our paint, to our stamp. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. You can use the decor ink pads, and you can press your ink on. It gives a little bit more of an aged, kind of distressed look. You can also use whatever paint color you want to, paint, stain, whatever. I'm going to be using this metallic copper here because it's really pretty. And it's a nice contrast against our navy blue, so you'll get a really good idea of the impression that these stamps will give. So in order to apply your paint, you want to use a foam roller. I use this foam roller brush from Redesign with Prima. It's a long-handled brush. It's got a nice foam roller, so there's no nap. And what you want to do is just basically soak up as much of that paint as you can into your foam. You don't want it drippy. You want to kind of press as you roll it in the paint in order to get the paint to get soaked up into that roller. Like I said, no drippy. We don't want drippy. And then we're just going to roll it on evenly onto our stamp. You don't have to press hard. I'm just gently rolling it on so it's even. I like to go in both directions just to cover all my bases. And then grab my stamp. Okay, and then I'm going to very carefully flip her this way. And when I'm laying my, you want to make sure you have a nice, clean, dust-free surface. I'm laying this directly onto paint that is dried. Okay, you can then seal it after your stamp impression is set up, cured, dried. Now, you want to be really careful to press firmly and not to move it around too much. You want to make sure all your surfaces hit on your drawer face or whatever surface you're stamping, but you don't want to move it. So you want to be gentle. That way you get a nice, crisp, clean impression and it's not too fuzzy. Unless that's what you're going for, then in that case, do your thing. Okay, so once I'm pretty sure I've got it all nice and boom, boom, boom. Now I'm going to gently pull it up and out. What that does is kind of it minimizes my chance of getting a fuzzy impression from moving around. So up and out, and there we go. So there's a little spot in the middle where I probably could have pressed it a little bit harder, but the stamps give a nice kind of distressed kind of look. That's what I particularly love about them. So that's our first impression. I'm gonna go ahead and load up our foam roller again, and all you have to do is line up where you left off with these stamps. And I will show you how to do that. So we're just rolling on our paint nice and evenly. Okay. Now, if you notice, these are seamless patterns, so we should be able to line up exactly where we left off with our new impression. Just line it up. I like to start right at the edge where it lines up there, and then work my way down here, laying it down, and now we're just going to firmly press. See how the pattern lines up right there? Seamless. It's a seamless pattern. Press firmly all over the surfaces, and you want to try not to distort or move around your stamp as much as possible. And then we'll just grab the two ends and pull up and out. There we go. So there's our next impression. We've got one little small guy here left, but that gives you an idea of how to properly use paint with your stamps. Clearly aligned decor stamps.